everyone, welcome to Wits Connect. So today we are going to solve the problem on it is half wave rectifier. So an AC supply of 230 voltage is applied to a half wave rectifier circuit through transformer turns ratio of 5:1. Assume the diode is ideal one. So it is given load resistance value is 300 ohms. We have to find out DC output voltage, that is VDC, and peak inverse voltage PIV, and maximum and average value of DC power delivered to the load. So first you have to calculate the transformer secondary value. It is the AC voltage 230 and transformer turns ratio it is 5. 230 by 5 you got 46 volts and Vm is nothing but maximum voltage. So the maximum value of transformer secondary voltage it is indicated by root 2 into transformer secondary voltage. So root 2 into 46 you get it is 65 volts. Then DC output voltage. First you have to calculate DC output voltage now. It is indicated by VDC equal to Vm by pi. This is for half wave rectifier. So maximum voltage 65 volts by 3.14 you got 20.7 voltage. So next peak inverse voltage for half wave rectifier it is Vm maximum voltage. It is equal to 65 volts. So maximum voltage enta ochindi ikkada 65 voltage. Okay na. So the maximum value of load current. Okay na. Im equal to what? Vm by RL. So Vm value is 65. 65 by 300 you got 0.217 amps. Then maximum value of power delivered to the load. It is Pm equal to Im square into RL. Okay na. It is Im square you got 0.217 whole square into 300 you got 14.1 watts. Then average value of load current. It is indicated by IDC equal to VDC by RL. It is equal to VDC value enta ochindi 20.7 by 300. RL value is 300. Okay. You got 0.069 amps. Next, average value of power delivered to the load. It is indicated by PDC equal to IDC square into RL. So 0.069 whole square into 300. So you got 1.43 watts. So this is the problem on half wave rectifier. Next problem, we have a rectifier having a resistor load of 1000 ohms, rectifies an alternating voltage of 325 volts, peak value, and the diode has a forward resistance of 100 ohm. Calculate peak average and RMS value of current, DC power output, AC input power, efficiency of the rectifier. DC output power, AC input power, efficiency of the rectifier. Eta, that is the value of eta. So coming to the solution. So the peak value of current is, it is indicated by Vm, Im equal to Vm by Rf plus RL, small rf plus RL. So Vm value is 325 volts by forward resistance is 100 ohms plus load resistance value is 1000 ohm. So it is, you will get 295.45 milliamps. So coming to the next, we have to calculate the average current value. It is indicated by IDC equal to Im by pi. So we got the Im value 295.45 milliamps by 3.14. We will get 94.04 milliamps. So next, RMS value of current, it is indicated by IRMS equal to Im by 2, Im value is 295.45 by 2, you will get it is 147.72 milliamps. So next DC power output, so that is A. Next B, that is DC power output. It is indicated by PDC equal to IDC square into RL. So IDC value is 94.04 whole square into load resistance value is 1000 ohms. So if you calculate this, you will get 8.845 watts. So this is the DC power output PDC. Next you have to calculate in AC input power. It is indicated by PAC equal to, it is IRMS square into RF plus RL. IRMS value is 147.72 milliamps into RF value is, RF plus RL is 1100. If you calculate this, you will get 24 watts. So this is the AC input power. So next we have to calculate the efficiency of the rectifier. It is efficiency of the rectifier. It is indicated by eta. It is equal to ratio of DC power output to the AC input power, PDC by PAC equal to, so PDC value we got, it is 8.845 watts by 24. PAC value is 24. If you calculate this, you will get 36.85 percentage. So efficiency in terms of percentage, 36.85 percentage. So this is the problem. Next, the third problem is, in a full wave rectifier, the voltage applied to the diode is 340 sin 370/70 and the load resistance value is 200 ohms and each diode has a forward resistance of 400. Calculate peak value of current. Peak value of current, DC value of current, RMS value of current, rectifier efficiency eta, ripple factor. So in the problem, the given data is load resistance value is 2600 ohms and forward resistance is 400 ohms. So we have to calculate the voltage applied to the rectifier is V equal to Vm sin omega t. So maximum voltage in the problem, it is given 240 sin omega t, it is 377. So it is the value of Vm, it is 240 volts and omega value is 377. So next you have to calculate the peak value of current. So the peak value of current is indicated by Im equal to Vm by Rf plus RL. It is equal to Vm value is 240 by Rf value is 400 plus 2000. If you calculate this, you will get 0.1. So next we have to calculate the DC value of current. Next we have to calculate the DC value of current. It is indicated by IDC equal to VDC by RL. VDC value is VDC equal to For full wave rectifier it is 2 Vm by pi. Vm value is 240 by 3.14. If you calculate this, you will get 152.78 volts. So next we have to calculate IDC. VDC value is 152.78 by RL value is 2000. If you calculate this, you will get 0.076 milliamps. So this is the value of IDC. So coming to the next one, we have to calculate RMS value of current. IRMS equal to Im by 2. So Im value is 0.1 by 2, you will get 0.05. Next we have to calculate the rectifier efficiency. Eta equal to VDC whole square by RL by V RMS whole square by RL. So it is equal to, so RL get cancelled. So the value of VDC whole 152.78 whole square by VRMS value is so we have to calculate the VRMS. VRMS for full wave rectifier Vm by root 2. Vm value is 240 by root 2. If you calculate this, you will get 169.7. So if you substitute this VRMS in this equation, 169.7 whole square, so you will get the value is 0.81. This is the efficiency of the full wave rectifier. Next, ripple factor. It is indicated by rho. It is equal to VRMS by VDC whole square minus 1 under root. So VRMS value is 169.7 by VDC value is 152.78 whole square minus 1 under root. If you calculate this, you will get 0.48. So this is the problem. This is the ripple factor value. So this is the problem of full wave rectifier. So next, coming to the comparison of rectifiers. So parameters: half wave rectifier, full wave rectifier, bridge rectifier. So number of diodes for half wave rectifier 1, full wave rectifier 2, bridge rectifier 4. So next, coming to the efficiency, for half wave rectifier 40.6, for full wave rectifier it is 81.2, for bridge rectifier and full wave rectifier. So VDC, DC voltage, it is Vm by pi for half wave rectifier and 2 Vm by pi for both full wave rectifier and bridge rectifier, and IDC value is Im by 2 for half wave rectifier, Im by root 2 for both full wave rectifier and bridge rectifier. Coming to the ripple factor, it is 1.21 for half wave rectifier, 0.48 for both full wave rectifier and bridge rectifier. Peak inverse voltage, it is Vm for half wave rectifier, 2 Vm for full wave rectifier and Vm for bridge rectifier. And transformer utilization factor 0.287 for half wave rectifier, 0.693 for full wave rectifier, 0.812 for bridge rectifier. Coming to the form factor, 1.57 for half wave rectifier, 1.14 for full wave rectifier, 0.812 for, and peak factor it is 2 and root 2 for full wave and bridge rectifier. So these are the comparison, these are very important. So coming to the filter. So what is filter? So filter is nothing but filters. So this is the full wave rectifier output. It is having AC components and DC components. So this is the input for the filter. So these are nothing but ripples. So actually full wave rectifier consists of DC component, AC component. AC components will be removed by using filters. We can remove the AC components and we will get the output. It is approximately DC component, approximately DC output. So coming to the definition of filter, what is filter? Filter is nothing but it is a circuit used to remove the AC components coming from the output of the rectifier output, and it is used to allow only DC component at the load. So this is the concept of the filter. Here we are connecting the filter between the rectifier output and the load resist and the output voltage. So this is the concept of filter. So coming to the filter, filter is connected between rectifier output and output voltage. This is the output voltage of the rectifier. So this input voltage is input for the filter. So this is the output. It is having, here we have in the output of the filter we have some small amount of AC components will be present. That's why it is named it as approximately DC output. Okay. We have small amount of DC component at the output of the filter. So that will be removed by using voltage regulator circuit. So coming to the types of filters, you have inductor filter, capacitor filter, LCR, L section filter, next last one it is CLC or pi section filter. So these are the 4 types of the filters. These are the 4 types of the filters. Inductor, capacitor, LC or L section filter, CLC or pi section filter. CLC or pi section filter. So coming to the inductor filter, this is the circuit diagram of the inductor filter. So here we are connecting inductor L. So the output of the rectifier is the input for the filter, inductor filter. It is a load resistor where we are going to take the output voltage V0. So here what is the use of inductor? It is used to block AC and allows DC. So this is the output of the full wave rectifier. So here what is the use of inductor? It is used to blocks AC and allows DC at the load resistor. So it is output of the rectifier load resistor, it is approximately DC waveform.